Today I thought I would talk about a Christian's response to the emotions that come along with something like the coronavirus. Now, this is something that, depending on who you are, you might have a certain predisposition or likelihood to sort of veer towards certain emotions. I know that I myself have experienced quite a range of emotions in this whole time of just figuring out, like, what is this? What are we doing? How do we handle this? And it comes with emotions. So I just wanted to cover some emotions. I actually was going to cover them all in one video, but then I decided to break it up into a couple of short videos so you can hopefully just find them one by one. But so where do emotions fit into the overall picture? As a human being, I am a three-part creature. So I have spirit, soul, and body. And then my emotions are part of my soul. So the soul is composed of the mind, will, and emotions. So here's the emotions, and the emotions can be this whole gamut of different things. But with something like a disease, we're probably not going to be feeling too many emotions like joy, pleasure, awe. You know, we're going to be probably feeling more of the negative emotions, and that's probably going to be just affecting it to one degree or another. It might be a low grade effect, it might be a high grade effect, it might be affecting the way that you go about your daily life. And so how do we handle that as a Christian? How do we regain that joy and peace in the Lord, even in the midst of things that are naturally trying to knock on our souls and say, hey, fear, you want to come out to play? Hey, anxiety, you want to come out to play? Hey, anger or sorrow or grief, you want to come out? And so we don't always necessarily pick which emotions are trying to surge up in ourselves. And so what do? How do we handle that? Now, I want to acknowledge that there's two different sides of this at this point in time. It may be that in a month from now, everybody is all already on one side or the other because we've seen from the after effect which side it's going to veer off to. So, but I know for myself, I've, had people in my life on sort of one side of the fence or the other. It's going to be bad or this is overhyped. I think personally that this is going to be bad. I think it's going to be very bad. But I have a lot of people that are close to me who are just kind of laughing it off. And I did that too at the beginning. I was just like, psh, like, here comes some more media sensationalism. Like, what, why do they always have to do this? But no matter which side you fall on, there are emotions attached to this. So if you're on the side where you think it's going to be bad, you're probably thinking thoughts like, what is going to happen to me and the people that I love? How am I going to make it through the biggest challenge I've ever faced? And that's an emotional topic to consider. It's almost a topic that you want to shrink away and not even think about it. Like, don't even let your mind go there because the implications are, you just get stuck in, whoa, like I'm starting to feel too much stuff here, so I'm just going to shut those thoughts down. On the other side, if you're on the, like, oh my goodness, I am so annoyed. Like, why can't people just drop this? This is ridiculous. Or, I've heard people say to me, we can't do anything about it anyway, so why are we talking about it? Why are we getting emotional about it? We're just going to put one foot in front of the other and live through it. And that's just fine. That is how some people, some of my friends included, are handling this. And so whichever way you fall, the upcoming videos are going to be geared more towards a person who is expecting this to be bad. So if you expect this to be bad, what are the emotions that come along with that? And what are some of the scriptural ways that you can combat those emotions or handle them in a healthy way? I'm going to be covering fear and anxiety, sadness and grief, anger and frustration, helplessness, desperation or despair, and love. And all of these have a common thread in the response that we are to have. Our response is to be faith and hope. Faith in the face of fear. Faith in the face of sadness, faith in the face of anger, faith in the face of helplessness, faith up against desperation and despair, and faith and hope, which produce love. But love is under attack in this. So that's why I included it in the list, because it's not natural for us to be like, oh, this is a lovey time. No, but the fact is, love and joy too are very heavily under attack. And so where you're finding these fear, sadness, anger, helplessness, and despair emotions sort of coming to the surface, you're going to find love being sort of attacked and pushed down. So how do we guard and cultivate that love as Christians? I want to just close this segment with an exhortation. Wherefore, gird up the loins of your mind, be sober, and hope to the end for the grace that is to be brought unto you at the revelation of Jesus Christ.